I used to believe my life was simple. You're quiet tonight, Emily said, sliding her plate into the sink. I'm just tired, I said. Work's been heavy. She nodded without looking at me. That was our normal now. 6 years married and silence had learned our names. You working late again? I asked. Probably, she said. Quarter-end stuff. Okay, I said. I smiled because husbands are supposed to smile. Every morning followed a script. Coffee. Keys. A quick kiss that barely landed. At night I waited. Sometimes she came home after midnight. Sometimes she didn't explain. You don't have to wait up, Emily told me once. I want to, I said. I didn't tell her I felt lonely even when she sat beside me. Mark called me that weekend. Bro, drinks tonight? Can't, I said. Emily's working. Again? He laughed. Man, you married a machine. She's ambitious, I said. I always defended her. Still, Mark said, you gotta live. I do, I said even though I wasn't sure. Mark had been in my life since we were kids. He knew my fears before I spoke them. When he said, you good? I answered, yeah, because that was easier than truth. You sound off, he said. I'm fine, I said. Just stress. All right, he replied. Call me if you need anything. One night, Emily laughed at something on her phone and turned the screen away. What's funny? I asked. Nothing, she said too fast. Just work stuff. I raised an eyebrow. At 10 p.m.? She sighed. Why are you interrogating me? I'm not, I said. I was curious. Well, don't be, she snapped, then softened. Sorry? Long day. I told myself not to overthink. I told myself love wasn't loud. I told myself marriage changed people. You trust me, right? Emily asked one night almost casually. Of course, I said. Why wouldn't I? She smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. I stood in the shower replaying small moments. The phone face down. The cold replies. The empty side of the bed. Stop, I whispered to myself. You're being stupid. Men ruin good things by imagining bad ones. That's what I believed. On Sunday, Emily kissed my cheek and grabbed her bag. Late meeting, she said. Drive safe, I replied. She paused. You're really okay with this? With what? I asked. She studied me, then said, nothing. She left. That night I stared at our wedding photo. We promised, I said aloud. Promises don't rot, I thought. People do. But not us. Not Emily. Not Mark. Loyalty felt permanent then, like gravity. I didn't know it was already cracking beneath my feet. Emily texted me near midnight. Still awake? Yeah, I replied. Everything okay? Just tired, she wrote. Don't wait. I already am, I typed, then erased it. Mark showed up the next day with beer. You look beat, he said. Rough week, I told him. Marriage will do that, he joked. Worth it, I said. He studied me. You trust her, right? Of course, I answered. She's my wife. He nodded, smiling. Then you're good. Emily came home late again. You eat? She asked. I saved dinner, I said. Not hungry. I watched her scroll through her phone. Who keeps texting you? I asked. Rachel, she said. Work. I believed her because belief felt safer than doubt. That night, lying beside her, I stared at the ceiling. I love you, I said. Mum, she replied, half asleep. That was enough for me then. Love didn't need proof. Trust didn't need locks. I closed my eyes, certain that whatever I felt breaking was just fear, not truth. Morning came. Emily rushed out. Tonight? I asked. We'll see, she said. I nodded. I always nodded. At work, Mark texted. Game Sunday? Yeah, I replied. Good, he wrote. Miss you. I smiled at that. Brotherhood felt solid. That evening, I cleaned the apartment. I lined our shoes. I fixed a loose frame. You're nesting, Emily joked when she came home. I like order, I said. She kissed my forehead. You're a good husband. I believed that meant something. I went to bed before her. As sleep pulled me under, I thought loyalty was simple. You show up. You don't leave. You don't lie. I thought the people I loved followed the same rules. I slept peacefully, unaware that the ground beneath me was already hollow. If someone had asked me then, I would have sworn nothing could touch us. I would have laughed at suspicion. I would have bet my life on trust. That belief wrapped around me like armor. I didn't know armor can rust quietly, long before it shatters. I believed loyalty was unbreakable, And that belief felt stronger than fear, stronger than truth, stronger than any warning. I trusted them completely. Emily came home at 12:47 a.m. "You're late," I said. "I told you," she replied. Work ran long. She leaned in to kiss me and my chest tightened. "Did you change perfume?" I asked. She laughed. "What? No. You smell different," I said. She waved a hand. "Office air. You're imagining things." I stood there, feeling stupid. "Sorry," I said. "Long day." "Exactly," she said. "Same for me." We sat at the table in silence. "You hungry?" I asked. "I ate," she said. "With who?" "Team dinner," she replied. "Clients." I nodded. I always nodded. The smell stayed with me. It wasn't hers. It wasn't familiar. "You okay?" Emily asked. "Yeah," I said. "Just tired." She smiled like I'd passed a test. The next morning, I met Rachel in the elevator. "Hey," she said. "You're Emily's husband, right?" "Yeah," I replied. "She works so hard," Rachel said. "Those work dinners are brutal." "Dinners?" I asked. "Yeah," she said casually. 2-3 times a week." I forced a smile. "She's dedicated." Rachel laughed. "You're lucky." I wasn't sure why my hands shook after. "Stop," I told myself. "You're reaching." That night, Emily sat on the couch scrolling. "Who's that?" I asked. "Rachel," she said without looking up. "Still at work?" "Always," she replied. Her phone buzzed again. She tilted the screen away. "Am I boring you?" I joked. She sighed. "Why are you acting weird?" "I'm not," I said. "You are," she said. "You're watching me." "I'm talking to my wife." "Then talk," she snapped. I didn't. Later, I noticed her phone was locked. It never used to be. "New password." I asked lightly. "Security update," she said. "Oh. Why does that matter?" "It doesn't," I said. I lay awake listening to her breathe. "You love me, right?" I asked. "Of course," she said. "Why ask that?" "No reason." She turned away. The next day Mark called. "You sound off," he said. "I'm fine," I replied. "You sure?" "Yeah," I said. "Marriage stuff." He laughed. "Happens." Emily deleted a message in front of me that night. "Who was that?" I asked. "Spam," she said. "At 10? Can you drop it?" "Sure," I said. I told myself love meant trust. I told myself doubt was poison. Still, my chest felt heavy. "Don't be that guy," I whispered. "Don't spy." On Friday, she came home late again. "You smell nice," I said carefully. She froze. "What's that supposed to mean?" "Nothing," I said. "Just noticed." She laughed too loudly. "You're ridiculous." I watched her sleep. I watched the phone on the nightstand. "You're not paranoid," I told myself. "You're just scared." At 2 a.m. I reached for it. My hand shook. "Just look," I whispered. "Then stop." The screen lit up. I held my breath. Emily grabbed her keys and said, "I'll be late tonight." "How late?" I asked. "Don't wait up," she replied. "Work again?" "Yes," she said already at the door. "Drive safe." She paused. "You don't trust me?" "I do," I said. "Of course I do." I waited 10 minutes before following her. Just to clear my head, I told myself. Just to breathe. My hands shook on the steering wheel. "Turn back," I whispered. "Be normal." Her car stopped at a hotel. "No," I said out loud. "No, no." I watched her step inside. "This is wrong," I said. "There's an explanation." I stayed parked. "Count to 10, I told myself. "She'll come back out." She didn't. My phone buzzed. "Mark, you good?" "Yeah," I typed then erased it. 5 minutes passed. "Leave," I said. "Don't do this." Then Mark's car pulled in. "No," I breathed. He got out. "Please don't," I whispered. He walked inside the same doors. I couldn't move. "This isn't real," I said. My chest burned. "I'm dreaming," I told myself. "Wake up." I pictured birthday nights. "I love you, man," Mark had said once. "I've got your back," he promised. I pictured Emily in our bed. "You're my home," she used to say. I gagged. "Breathe," I ordered myself. "Breathe." My hands locked around the wheel. I imagined knocking. "What are you doing?" I would ask. She would cry. He would apologize. "Don't," I said. "You'll break." I drove away fast. "Run," I told myself. Just run. Streetlights blurred. You weren't enough, a voice said. Shut up, I answered. I remembered Mark laughing. You trust her, right? Yes, I said then. Yes, I said now, choking. I remembered Emily asking, You love me, right? More than anything, I answered. My stomach twisted. They chose each other, I said. They chose you, I corrected myself. I parked 3 blocks away. Get out, I told myself. I didn't. You're weak, I said. No, I argued. You're loyal. I punched the steering wheel. 6 years, I whispered. Since we were kids, I whispered about Mark. I saw my wedding ring. You meant nothing, I told it. I thought about laughing dinners. You're crazy, Emily had said. I'm not, I said now. My phone buzzed again. Emily, meeting ran late. I stared. Liar, I whispered. I typed, okay. Then I deleted it. Why wasn't I enough? I asked the dark. Why wasn't I chosen? I felt small. I built my life around you, I said. You destroyed it, I answered myself. I imagined Mark's voice. Bro, don't overthink. I laughed, sharp and broken. I imagined Emily's smile. You're safe with me. I slammed my palm down. I trusted you, I said. You both knew, I said. You both let me love you. Tears came without warning. Stop, I begged. Not here. Cars passed. Everyone keeps going, I thought. My life stopped. I leaned my head back. Stand up, I ordered myself. I can't, I answered. I checked the time. She's still there, I knew. Leave them, I told myself. I don't know how, I said. My chest felt hollow. I am nothing, I thought. No, I corrected. I am broken. I wiped my face. Go home, I whispered. There is no home, I answered. I sat there, alone, shaking, breathing through pain that felt endless. The hotel lights burned in my memory like a wound that would never close. I knew, sitting in that car, staring at nothing, that my life as I understood it was over, shattered beyond repair, and nothing would ever feel the same again. Emily smiled across the table and said, You're quiet again. I'm just tired, I said. Work? She asked. Yeah, I replied. She nodded and kept eating. I watched her lie like it was normal. You're home early, I said. Meeting got cancelled, she replied smoothly. That's good, I said. Mark called that night. Bro, long time, he said. Yeah, I answered. You good? Always, I said. Same here, he laughed. Every word burned. I swallowed it. You want to grab a beer? Mark asked. Can't, I said. Busy. No worries, he replied. Emily leaned close and said, You love me, right? Of course, I said. You feel distant, she added. I'm fine, I said. She kissed my cheek. At work, Daniel stopped by my desk. You okay? He asked quietly. Why? I replied. You haven't eaten, he said. I forgot, I said. He studied me. That doesn't sound like you. I stopped sleeping. You look exhausted, Emily said one morning. I didn't sleep, I answered. Stress. Probably, I said. I stared at my wedding ring during lunch. 6 years, I whispered. You talking to yourself? Daniel asked. Just thinking, I said. About what? Nothing important, I replied. Mark texted, You mad at me? No, I typed. You sure? Yeah, I sent. Emily laughed at her phone again. What's funny? I asked. Rachel, she said. Work? Always, she replied. I didn't argue. I didn't question. You're being weird, she said later. I know, I replied. Talk to me, she insisted. I don't know how, I said. Old photos stared back at me that night. You looked happy, I told myself. Was it fake? I asked. Daniel sat beside me during break. You don't have to talk, he said. Good, I replied. But you should eat, he added. I will, I lied. Emily reached for my hand in bed. You're cold, she said. I'm fine, I replied. She turned away. Mark left a voicemail. Call me back, he said. I deleted it. I stopped caring about explanations. You coming home tonight? I texted Emily. Late, she replied. Okay, I sent. I held my ring and thought, you meant everything. Then I slid it off. Not yet, I whispered, putting it back. Daniel asked, Want coffee? No, I said. You're disappearing, he replied. I know, I answered. Emily said, "You're scaring me." "I'm not going anywhere," I said. That was half a lie. I stood in the shower and let the water burn. "Expose them," a voice said. "Run," another answered. Mark texted again. "Miss you," he wrote. I stared at the screen. Emily smiled and said, "We're okay." I nodded. I wasn't planning revenge. I was planning survival. Silence wrapped around me like armor. They kept lying. I kept watching. I realized something important that night. They thought I was blind. They thought I was weak. I wasn't screaming anymore. I was listening. And silence, I learned, gave me power. Daniel closed my office door and said, "You need a lawyer." "I don't need revenge," I replied. "Then you need clarity," he said. I met Laura 2 days later. "You don't look angry," she said. "I'm tired," I answered. "That's worse," she replied. "Tired people get erased." She slid papers across the desk. "You trusted without verifying," Laura said. "I loved without limits," I corrected. She nodded. "Same result." "Do I confront her?" I asked. "Not yet," she said. "You observe." "That feels dishonest," I said. "So did their affair," she replied calmly. I started saving messages. "Why are you screenshotting?" I asked myself. "Because truth needs proof," I answered. Emily noticed my distance. "You don't touch me anymore," she said. "I'm busy," I replied. "You're cold," she accused. "I'm careful," I corrected silently. Mark asked to meet. "You've been weird," he said. "I've been thinking," I replied. "About what?" "About loyalty," I said. He laughed nervously. "You trust me, right?" he asked. I looked at him and said, "Explain the hotel." His face drained. "Man," he said, "it's not what you think." "It never is," I replied. "She was lonely," he said. "And I was blind," I answered. He stepped closer. "It just happened," he said. "So did my silence," I replied. "You gonna hit me?" he asked. "No," I said. "That would be easy." He swallowed. "I'm sorry." "I know," I said. "That's why this hurts." Emily cried that night. "You're pushing me away," she said. "I'm protecting myself," I replied. "You're overreacting," she insisted. "I'm finally reacting," I said. She touched my arm. "Remember us," she whispered. "I remember everything," I answered. I stopped arguing. "Say something," she demanded. I replied. "By not begging." Laura called. "You're changing," she said. "I'm learning," I replied. I deleted old photos. "Why do they hurt?" I asked myself. "Because they mattered," I answered. Mark texted apologies. "Too late," I typed, then erased it. Emily said, "We can fix this." "Maybe," I replied. "You don't believe me," she said. "I believe actions," I answered. I watched them both panic. "You're calm," Daniel said. "I'm done screaming," I replied. At night I asked myself, forgive or leave? "Choose yourself," I answered. I wasn't plotting revenge. I was building an exit. Laura said, "Freedom requires patience." "I have time," I replied. I stopped asking for love. I started preparing to walk away. Emily called again. "You're ignoring me," she said. "I'm busy," I replied. "You're avoiding me," she insisted. "I'm thinking," I answered. "That's a lie," she said. Mark texted me. "Everything okay?" he typed. "Fine," I replied. "You sure?" "Absolutely," I sent. I noticed things slipping. "Did you hear what he said?" Mark asked a coworker. "I don't know," they said. "Check the report," he said nervously. I smiled inwardly. Emily showed up at the apartment unannounced. "Can we talk?" she asked. "I'm busy," I said. "You're cold," she accused. "I'm focused," I said. I joined a gym. "First session?" Kevin asked. "Yes," I said. "Let's start with discipline," he said. "I'm ready," I replied. I pushed weights, counted reps. "Feel the strength," Kevin said. "I do," I replied silently. Emily left notes around the house. "Remember our love," one read. I ignored them. Mark floundered at work. "You missed the deadline," his boss said. I thought it was tomorrow," he stammered. I heard the story from a mutual friend. Daniel called. "You're glowing," he said. "Maybe I am," I replied. Emily texted. "Can we have dinner?" "I'm eating," I replied. "Together?" "Alone," I sent. I lifted heavier at the gym. Good form, Kevin said. Thanks, I replied. He nodded, approving. I stayed silent at home. Why don't you speak? Emily asked one evening. I'm listening, I replied. To what? To myself, I said. Mark sent an apology. I messed up, he wrote. Noted, I replied. I ran laps. Faster, Kevin urged. I'm trying, I said. Emily begged one night. Please say something, she said. I have, I replied. You didn't, she said. My silence says more, I answered. I realized I no longer ached. I am free, I told myself. Mark stumbled again at work. You forgot the client call, his boss yelled. He faltered. Emily called while I lifted. I miss you, she said. I'm focused, I replied. You're punishing me, she accused. I'm protecting myself, I said. I paused in the gym. Patience, I whispered to myself. Mark avoided coworkers. Where's he going? Someone asked. I don't know, they replied. Emily left another note. Come back to me, it read. I didn't touch it. I ran faster. Good, Kevin said. Thanks, I replied. My phone buzzed. Are you okay? Daniel asked. I am, I replied. I watched quietly. They're unraveling, I thought. Without me, I realized. Emily texted again. I just want us to talk. I'm listening, I typed. I lifted, sweat dripping. I'm stronger, I said to myself. Mark panicked at work. I forgot the file, he told a colleague. Check it now, they replied. Emily appeared at the door. Why are you like this? She asked. I'm living, I said. You're cruel, she said. I'm free, I answered. I stopped waiting for answers. I stopped chasing apologies. I stopped begging. Karma whispered softly. I listened. I waited. I grew. I was no longer the man who needed closure. I was the man who had it all silently, all inside. Power shifted without a fight. I had won by staying still. I had survived by being patient. And when the time came, I would leave them behind. Mark's phone rang first. Hello, he answered. Your boss, a colleague said. What? He asked. You missed the meeting. They know, the colleague said. Shit, he muttered. Emily called. Can we talk? She said. I don't think so, I replied. Please just listen, she pleaded. I'm listening, I said. I watched Mark stumble at work. I forgot the report, he said to a coworker. You can't keep this secret, they replied. I know, he admitted. I felt a quiet satisfaction. Emily texted while I lifted weights. Are you ignoring me? She asked. I'm focused, I replied. You're punishing me, she said. I'm protecting myself, I answered. Rachel appeared at work. I need to clear something up, she said. I saw messages, she told Emily. Emily froze. You lied, Rachel said softly. Emily stammered. I held my gym towel silent. They're unraveling, I thought. Emily came home later. We can fix this, she said. I don't think so, I replied. I love you, she whispered. Not anymore, I said. Tears streaked her face. You're cold, she accused. I'm done, I said. Say you forgive me, she begged. I'm done, I repeated. I remembered our wedding. 6 years, I thought. I gave everything, I whispered. She cried harder. Please, she said. Please what? I asked. To stay, she sobbed. I'm leaving, I said. I called my lawyer. It's final, I said. Understood, she replied. Mark texted. I'm sorry, he typed. I know, I replied. Emily pleaded again. You can't do this, she said. I can, I replied. I packed our old photos. Remember us? She asked. I do, I said. I forgive you, she whispered. I don't need to, I said. Daniel called. You okay? He asked. I am, I replied. Strong, he said. Stronger, I answered. Emily tried one last time. Please talk, she said. I have, I replied. I won't leave you, she said. You already have, I said. Mark appeared at my door. Can we talk? He asked. Not about me, I said. I messed up, he said. I know, I said. Can we fix it? No, I replied. I filed the papers. Divorce, I whispered to myself. Emily cried silently beside me. I didn't. I'm sorry, she said. I know, I repeated. I left the apartment. Goodbye, I whispered. She didn't answer. I walked through the city alone. I am free, I said. Mark called again. I was wrong, he said. I know, I said. You forgive me? No, I said. And you're okay? I am, I replied. I passed our favorite restaurant. I used to love this place, I said. Not anymore, I thought. I remembered all the lies. I was blind, I whispered. Not now, I said. I looked at my hands. Strong, I told myself. Independent, I said again. I stopped seeking revenge. I didn't need it. Self-respect was enough. I walked past my old life. The past is gone, I whispered. Emily and Mark were broken. I wasn't. I felt nothing but clarity. I can breathe, I said. I can live, I said. The city lights reflected on wet streets. I am enough, I whispered. I turned away. I am free, I repeated. I smiled faintly, quietly. No one needed to know. I had grown. I had survived. I had won by choosing myself. And I walked into the night, leaving the rest behind. I packed the last box and stared at the apartment. This is it, I whispered to myself. Goodbye, I said quietly, touching the doorframe one last time. The moving van pulled away. Everything okay? Sophia asked from across the hall. I think so, I replied. You're quiet, she said. Always have been, I said. She smiled, simple and kind. Need help? No, I replied. I've got this. You sure? I'm sure, I said, and I meant it. I placed my wedding ring in a small box. It meant everything, I murmured. Now it means freedom, I said aloud. My phone buzzed with old messages from Emily and Mark. I stared at them. Not anymore, I whispered. I deleted them all. Sophia knocked gently. Coffee? She asked. Sure, I said. Her smile didn't ask for anything. I like that. At the cafe, I watch people around me. They have no idea, I thought. No idea how fragile life is, I added. Sophia nudged my shoulder. You okay? I will be, I replied. Want to talk? Not yet, I said. She nodded, understanding. I returned to my apartment and opened the window. The city smelled alive, full of possibility. I'm alive too, I whispered. I sat on the floor, crossed my legs and breathed. I survived, I told myself. I grew, I added. Memories came uninvited. Why didn't I see the signs? I asked. Because you loved blindly, I answered myself. I drank coffee slowly. Pain still lingers, I admitted. But it doesn't control me, I reminded myself. Sophia waved from her window. Hello, she said. Hi, I called back. Her smile was a simple warmth in a complicated world. I removed the last trinkets from Emily and Mark. Every token gone, I said aloud. Every memory I own now, I whispered. At night, I sat on the balcony, city lights below me. I can breathe, I said. Not just survive, I added. I thought about love. Not rushing, I reminded myself. Not yet, I said. I'm learning to sit with solitude, I added. I cleaned the apartment slowly. Everything has its place, I whispered. And I'm finding mine, I said aloud. Sophia knocked again. Tea. Why not, I said. I watched her walk back. Simple kindness, I thought. It's rare, I whispered. I touched the empty space where my ring used to be. Nothing missing, I said. Everything gained, I added. I stared at the city skyline. Future uncertain, I said. But mine, I whispered. I poured myself a cup of tea. Quiet, I said. Calm, I added. I opened a journal I'd started months ago. Thoughts collected, I said aloud. Lessons learned, I whispered. Sophia waved again from her window. I waved back. No expectations, I thought. Just connection, I whispered. I leaned back in my chair, breathing deeply. I'm the man I became alone, I said aloud. And for the first time in years I felt at peace. Emily called again. I need to tell you, she said, voice trembling. I'm listening, I replied. I lied, everything, she whispered. You mean everything I suspected? I asked. Yes, she said. I ruined it. I heard enough, I said quietly. Mark, he's gone, she added. Is that supposed to matter? I asked. I don't know, she admitted. You lost him because of what you did, I said. She sobbed softly. I never meant to hurt you, she said. I know, I replied. I wish I could take it all back, she whispered. You can't, I said. I know, she said. Silence hung between us. You don't sound angry, she said. I'm not, I replied. You forgive me? I forgive myself, I said. Emily cried harder. I begged you, she said. I know, I replied. You can't just walk away, she said. I can, I said. You don't understand, she pleaded. I do, I said. I just stopped caring the way you hope. I need you to hate me, she whispered. I don't, I replied. You're cold, she said. I'm free, I said. Please. I'm sorry, she begged. I know, I said. I thought you'd come back, she added. I didn't, I replied. You don't even want to talk, she said. I've said enough, I said. I'm empty without you, she cried. And I am complete without you, I replied. I should have been honest, she said. You weren't, I said. And now it's too late, she whispered. Yes, I said. I don't know how to fix this, she said. You can't, I replied. Her voice broke again. I destroyed everything, she whispered. Not everything, I said. I survived, I added. You're not angry, she said softly. I've learned, I replied. Learned what? That I don't need to carry your mistakes. I thought karma would hit you first, she said. It did, I replied. But it wasn't mine to deliver. I'm begging, she said. I hear you, I replied. But I don't belong there anymore. I thought you'd fight, she whispered. I fought enough, I said. For what? She asked. For myself, I replied. You forgive me? She asked. I forgive silently, I said. Not for you. For me. Her sobs echoed. I want you back, she said. I'm gone, I said. Don't go, she pleaded. I have, I replied. I hung up the phone. I am free, I whispered. No one owns me, I added. I walked through the city streets. Past behind me, I said. Future ahead, I whispered. I felt the weight lift. Silence is my peace, I said aloud. No one followed. No one mattered. I stopped thinking of them. I survived, I said. I grew, I added. I looked at the lights reflecting on wet asphalt. Life is mine, I whispered. I took a deep breath. I am enough, I said. I walked away. And I didn't look back. I stood on the balcony, city lights stretching endlessly below me. I've come a long way, I whispered to myself. Not the man I was, I added. I remembered Emily and Mark. The lies, the betrayal, I murmured. I carried them too long, I said aloud. Daniel called last week. You're different, he said. I am, I replied. How so? I stopped begging, I said. Sophia waved from her window. Life is simpler, I thought. Kindness matters more than chaos, I whispered. I touched my chest. Strength isn't loud, I said. It's quiet, steady, I added. I recalled the nights I cried alone. The pain taught me, I whispered. It didn't destroy me, I said. I remembered my first confrontation with Mark. I felt powerless then, I said aloud. Now I hold my own life, I added. Emily called one final time. I'm sorry, she said. I heard it, I replied. And you forgive me? I forgive myself, I said. I reflected on patience. Silence is my power, I whispered. Waiting, observing, surviving, I added. I walked through my apartment. Everything has a place, I said. And I have mine, I whispered. I looked at old photos. Memories remain, I said. Not the pain, I added. Kevin called from the gym. Ready for your session? Always, I replied. Stronger than before? I am, I said. I paused at the window. Freedom isn't loud, I whispered. It's subtle, I said. It's mine, I added. I sat on the balcony floor cross-legged. Peace isn't given, I said. It's earned, I added. I thought about love. Not rushing, I said aloud. Not yet, I whispered. I'm learning to sit with solitude, I said. I recalled Daniel's words. You've grown, he said. Yes, I whispered. Wiser. Yes, I replied. I touched the empty space on my finger. The ring is gone, I said. So is the need to chase what wasn't mine, I added. I thought about Emily's apologies. They no longer weigh me down, I said. Neither does regret, I whispered. I turned to Sophia's window. Kindness without expectation, I said. Simple, quiet, powerful, I added. I breathed deeply. Strength isn't anger, I whispered. Not revenge, I said. Growth, I added. I watched the city glow below. The night feels alive, I whispered. And I am alive too, I said. I leaned back against the balcony railing. Alone but whole, I said. Peaceful, free, I whispered. I smiled faintly. No one owns me, I said aloud. The betrayal doesn't define me, I added. I looked at my reflection in the glass. Strong, I whispered. Independent, I said. Rebuilt, I added. I closed my eyes. Sometimes the deepest wounds, I whispered. Don't break us, I said aloud. They rebuild us, I concluded. And I stood there alone. Stronger, wiser, and finally free.